Hello.
Hello.
Hello, job quitters, and welcome to We Just Quit Our Jobs. This is episode 4, if you don't count the tip blast, and we have so much in store for you today. We're going to talk tips and tricks, we're going to talk Elon Musk, and we're going to talk, right, Ted?
Yeah, let me just, hey, Greg. Let me just jump in. I want to, first of all, apologize for last week's episode. I said some things about you and your uncle the plumber, and so I do want to apologize to you and our listeners. I think that quitting my job, while the best thing I've ever done, it's also brought up a lot of negative feelings. So with your help and with the help of my life coach, I realized that I had to come and apologize. So I am sorry, and I hope that your uncle will return your phone calls and advertise on our show. And I also hope that Tesla and Google and Uber hear this and will advertise on our show.
Wow, Ted, that's really big of you to come on here and apologize. And unfortunately, I think the ship has sailed with my uncle. Speaking of our listeners, Ted and I would really like to hear some feedback. There's kind of just been a lot of dead air after episode 1 when we received kind of a barrage of angry emails. We're looking to hear really just anything. I know we came out in episode 2 saying we wish there wouldn't be as much negative feedback, but just anything to show that people are listening and kind of getting through the whole episodes would really help us out and definitely help us get those sponsors that we need. And as always, we love your feedback, so please feel free to send us emails with constructive comments at wejustquitourjobs@gmail.com. That's This is a new segment. We actually have 2 new segments for you this week. The first one is Greg's App of the Week. This is where I peruse the iTunes App Store and find an app that I think is really going to help add value to your lives. So this week, it's Rock Clock. This actually just came out today. It's created by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and it's basically, yeah, he makes apps now.
He can code and he can wrestle and he can act. And
this app really is a game changer. You can set achievements. So, for example, Ted, in the tutorial that there was earn a promotion. As we covered last episode, I did just earn a promotion, and so I typed that in, and The Rock personally congratulated me, and it was really great to hear some validation from someone other than
my family.
All right. It'd be great if we could partner with them to create like a quit your job achievement. When you quit your job, Rock says, you did it, man.
Boom. I wanted to say the other functionality of the app is The Rock can wake you up in the morning. He sings a little song. It's really nice. I guess, like I said, I just got this app today, so I haven't actually tried it, but I think it's really gonna help get my day off to a good start.
He sings his own song?
Yep, yeah. I mean, there's guitar. I'm not sure if he's actually playing. It's a little difficult to tell.
Good job. Can we get a listen to that song?
Sure, Ted.
Yeah, that's what The Rock just said. Open your eyes up. Get your candy out of bed.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, listeners. So there's something we do here every week. We give you our tips and tricks of the week. Just the little things you can do to boost your entrepreneurship game up a little bit. So I've actually this is definitely a trick. It's a quote about Warren Buffett. He told this story at a Berkshire Hathaway annual meeting. He said that he installed a dime slot machine on the 3rd floor of his house when his children were young. The objective was to convey the dangers of gambling, but he said the real trick was that his children's allowance remained in his hands. His quote is, "I could then give my children any allowance they wanted as long as it was in dimes, and I had it all back by nightfall." And I think this illustrates a really important point about business, in that when you when you give someone something, you should always make sure that it's something you're going to get back eventually. So, for example, I pay my life coach money every single week, but ultimately they give me back advice that I'm going to use eventually to turn into more money. It's similar to what Warren Buffett did.
That's a great trip, Tread. So my trick this week is meditation. I know it might sound a little new agey, and it's kind of just recently coming here from the East. So meditation is just it's when you sit quietly by yourself, maybe in front of the TV or with some friends, and just try to be quiet for a little bit, but also just to think really deeply. I've been trying this, and it's extremely difficult. It's definitely something that takes a long time to master. But I've been thinking of kind of going the tech route with this. I've been hearing a lot about this Muse headband, $299, and you basically just hook it up, and it syncs wirelessly with your phone or computer. It kind of helps you calm down, really focus on whatever you're trying to think about, and just get the best kind of the best meditation experience that you can get.
So we're actually premiering a new segment we're calling the Musk Minute, and this is going to give you an update on what Elon Musk, inventor, entrepreneur, astronaut, is up to. And I think Greg has the scoop on what Musk is up to.
Yeah, I've been following Elon all day on Twitter. Definitely what he's been talking about today is bioweapon defense mode, and that's something that is in some of the Tesla cars, and I'm honestly not sure exactly which ones, but it's basically just a way that, when disaster strikes, when AI, basically when something really bad happens, it's just a way to be safe in your car. So it's got some HEPA filters, it just filters out any poisonous gases that might be in the air. And
you can basically live in your Tesla.
Yeah, exactly. You can live in your Tesla, and I mean, from what I hear, they're very comfortable. So you can just stay in there and kind of wait out whatever's going on outside.
And this is a really cool feature, Greg. I put down $1,000 like a month ago to get in on that Tesla early buy.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
In 2 years. Yeah, and now because my situation has changed, I'd really like to have that $1,000 back, but it is not refundable. So I'll just deal with that. But in 2 years, I can buy a Tesla.
Yeah, and I mean, Ted, you're really not even going to have to worry about it. In 2 years, we're definitely going to be doing a lot better than we are now. The podcast will have taken off, and all those sponsors will have come in. So I think we'll both be driving Teslas by then.
Thanks for that pick-me-up, Greg.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so we did feedback, rock clock, tips and tricks, Musk Minute. Okay, so I'm pretty.
We did Warren Buffett.
Yeah, that was in tips and tricks. I'm pretty sure that we have everything covered, Ted. Unless you can think of something else that you want to add.
No, I'm glad that we had a really good, positive episode.
Yeah, things got a little heated last week, but I really think that it was good for our relationship. We've had several conversations since then, kind of ironing things out, so it's great to be back with the old Ted.
Thanks, Greg.
So this has been We Just Quit Our Jobs, episode 4. I am, as always, Greg Puffman.
And I'm Ted Zepp.
And go quit your job.
Your job.